All right, guys, welcome to Nothing is OB, South Texas Golf Podcast. As usual, I'm your host, Andy Torres. Now, tonight, it's going to be a little bit different. It's just going to be me tonight. But in episode number 44, I'm doing a what is in my bag. Now, this should be pretty interesting because as I'm doing what's in my bag, I'm going to be looking for anybody who's commenting and who says any good comments or anything about today and has any questions in regards to what I'm talking about or what's going on in my bag and the shoes that I'm wearing, hats, golf ball I'm playing, things, little knickknacks that are in my bag that are essential for a great round of golf. Those are things that I will be talking about. And if you have any questions, please, I'm going to be checking my phone. I'm going to be checking my iPad to see how this goes tonight. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy the show. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in tonight. It's going to be pretty interesting. I'm a little nervous because this is the first time that it's just really been me Han Soloing it in front of the camera, all right? So hopefully the sound comes out pretty clear and that y'all are interacting, all right? Now, a lot of people always ask me, hey, who works on your clubs? Who does your stuff? Where do you get your stuff at? Well, a lot of times I'm always searching. I'm always digging on Facebook Market, on OfferUp. But I had the pleasure of being fit, I'd say about close to 2 years ago by Ben Character. And if anybody knows Ben, his shop is C3 Golf. It is at the Polo Grounds right there off of Mulberry, down the street from Bracken Ridge Golf Course. Now, he is going to be moving, and he will be at San Pedro right there on the driving range. If you see anything from the driving range, you see how they're constructing that huge shop right there, right by the 9th hole. And at the end of the driving range, that is where his shop's going to be. So I'm really pumped up and super psyched that he's going to actually be even closer, which might be trouble for me at my job. But, hey, I always take a quick little lunch break to check out the shop. All right. So Ben is really the only one that I allow to work on my clubs. Okay. Now I have two golf bags right here. You'll see I have Mizuno golf bag, and this was a Father's Day gift from my kids and from my wife. And as you can see right here, it's a BR D4. Now I had to really, really look and check out all the bags that Edwin Watts had, that Golf Galaxy had, and even the PGA Superstore, because I am a bit of a brand whore in a sense for certain things. And when I was getting fitted, Ben asked me, or I asked Ben, I said, hey, Ben, what's it going to take for you to fit me for some golf clubs? And he said, well, whatever I pick for you, that's the brand and that's the club that I want you to commit to. And I told him, I said, shoot, that's it? Oh, easy. You got it. All right. So I committed, because what he told me was, he said that the one thing he said is that the best club that he's seen through all his years come through his shop was Mizuno. And so he said he likes to refer everybody to Mizuno, and he wants to put people into a Mizuno, and he believes in the brand and their quality, and their quality will always last, and they look pretty freaking sweet. And so I said, shoot, that's it. Okay, you got it. And so he fit me for right here. He fit me for the 919 forged irons. All right. Now, I don't know if you can see it pretty well. I'm trying my best here. All right. The 919 forged irons. Now, they're pretty freaking sweet. And as you can see right here, he actually just did these, I'd say about close to 3 weeks ago. He changed the ferrule right here. And it's orange, white, and navy blue for my beautiful Roadrunner colors right there. Now, one thing he told me about these clubs, he said, do you want clubs that are going to perform for you right now? Or do you want clubs that you're going to be able to tell you when you hit a bad shot or why you hit a bad shot, and then clubs that you can grow into and get better with? I said, heck yeah. He said, well, let's go with the forged. And it's been hard. It's taken me almost about a year to really kind of fully grasp how I hit them, how I'm supposed to play with them. And it took a while. It took a lot of growing pains. It was not perfect overnight, but I really love the way they feel. at a dress, through the shot, and you can tell. And they can be forgiving. These forged are forgiving, but at the same time, it helps you when you're trying to shape a shot. And when you're trying to rely on your swing, you're trying to rely on your clubs, it's a damn good club. So since Ben sold me on Mizuno, I've always liked Mizuno as a softball brand, as a baseball brand for their quality. It's a Japanese company. And somebody told me one time, hey, you can't go against Japanese steel. And for those of you that know me, I love the movie Kill Bill and Hattori Hanzo. I love those swords. And so seeing that movie and hearing Japanese steel, there's nothing like it because it's forged so many times. It's so strong. I had to go with the Mizunos. And of course, I've fallen in love with them. So I went with this bag here. Now it's a pretty freaking awesome bag because that Mizuno blue, it's that electric blue. It is a staple of like Mizuno. You know, you always see it constantly, in the background of some of their clubs, some of their advertisement, their posters. And, oh, I like that. Hey, Jeremiah, Mizuno all day, baby. That's right. And so the quality is just really, it's top notch. It's top notch. I don't know where we're going to get it. And then Mizuno doesn't put out a club every 6 months. It takes them a while to where they put out a new series, and they're not constantly doing it to where either you're like a TaylorMade and they're always coming out with this series and that series every 6 months. And so a lot of people, Tiger Woods, when he first came out, he was playing Mizunos. And it's a great brand, all right? The quality is top notch. Now, right here on my bag, this BRD4, it's real badass because it gives you a lot of pockets, all right? It gives you a lot of pockets to put all your little knickknacks, to put your stogies, to put your stogies, which I have a little 4K stogie carrier right here that I always have right there. Need some stogies? Make sure you hit up Cigar Point off of Blanco. They would take care of you. They have all these different varieties. And right now, for some reason, I'm into Java cigars right now. For some reason, I don't know. I guess it's a little bit sweeter right there. Well, they have several pockets. What I do like is that they have a pocket right here that's for your valuables because it's cloth on the inside. And also they have your rain gear. It's waterproof in a good amount of areas. And what I do like about it is that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got 6 compartments. Now, the only thing about that, having 6 compartments, I did want a golf bag that had the 14 compartments that had each of the slots for each of the clubs. And when I looked at Edwin Watts, for some reason, it was really weird. I saw that the one bag that I wanted, the same model, had 14 slots. And then when I looked on Amazon, because it was a little cheaper, and I used a lot of my Amazon gift cards, it came and it was 6. It was a 6-hole bag. But I said, screw it. It was way cheaper than getting it at Edwin Watts. So it's worked out pretty good. It's got an awesome spot right here for your umbrella. And what I do like about it is that you can actually clip off the holder right here, the harness. You can clip it off. And hey, you know what? So it's not all banging around. You keep a little bit more space. It takes away some clutter, which is really, really good when you have it in when you're in a cart, and you know what, you just don't want to be messing around and stuff to be shaking around. Okay, so right there, this is the bag I use. Now also I have a UTSA Roadrunner bag right here. It's made by Ping. It's the Ping collegiate bag, stand bag. Now that bag is very basic. It's super lightweight. Right here, look, you can see right here. I grab it like nothing. It's super lightweight. It's very minimal pockets. I think it has 5 pockets. But what I do like about it is that it keeps the rain gear right here on this side. Keeps the rain gear right in here, the rain pocket, so where it's not inside your bag, kind of cluttering everything. I got my name on it because the coach from UTSA, Coach K, he gave me this bag. He said, sorry, it's been used. And it looks just like that when he gave it to me. I said, Coach, he said, this bag is freaking brand new. He said, well, I guess I only really use it for photo ops and stuff. Right? I got some comments right here. A-Rod, go to sleep. Jays all day. Java, there you go. Jeremiah, Java, and Rocky Patel. Michael Sanchez had the old Mizuno aerial light bag. Loved it. It's sweet. They are really sweet. Right now, some of the things in regards to my clubs, I'm kind of bouncing around. As you can see right here, I have Rowdy. This is the old Rowdy. They no longer carry, UTSA players no longer have this Rowdy head cover. It's more of a head cover like this. It's something very similar. This is a putter head cover, but their covers for their woods are navy blue and with just a Rowdy. Now, this is one of the head covers that the UTSA women's coach, Summer Batista, gave me. And as you can see, it looks pretty brand new because I do not take it out. The weather has got to be perfect. It has got to be rainbows. It's got to be a magical day. No rain in the forecast, no air, no nothing, no wind. No, it's got to be a perfect freaking day for me to take this out. All right. So you will rarely see this unless it's a super special round. All right. Also, for my other putter cover I have with my boys, I got my Fairways for Warriors putter cover right here. These guys, they're freaking awesome. Fairways for Warriors, they do a lot of work in helping and using golf as therapy for combat vets. Now, I always try my best to pump their stuff because my dad's a retired Marine. He fought in the Vietnam War, and he was always in the shit, and he fought for us. And so I have so much respect for our veterans and especially our combat vets. And one of my good boys on here, I see him watching, Hutch. Hey, I always have, this is really one of the putter covers I have because I love my Fairways for Warriors, Escobedo, Beto. They're always doing some good things. And I truly think they're saving lives constantly saving lives. All right, let's see. Hutch is on there. You should save for when you're actually hitting those putts. Oh shoot! Oh man, yeah. I sucked it up this past weekend putting. I sure did. All right, now going back to my clubs right here. I have the golf Pride right here. Oh man, I totally forgot. Okay, here we go. The Tour Wrap. All right, grips right here. Now, this is an old grip that Golf Pride has had, but man, it sticks. Even when it gets a little wet, it feels still a little tacky. And that's one thing as golfers, when, especially in the heat here in South Texas, it gets sweaty. You want to be able to make sure it gets tacky, the grip, you don't lose that club. And hey, love you too, Hutch. Thanks, brother. And these grips are awesome. I've had them on all my clubs, with the exception of my putter, because I want to always be able to have that same feel in every club, whether it's a hybrid, whether it's a wood, or my driver. Okay. Now, the wedges I do play, because I do play the Mizuno 919 JPX Forge clubs, like I said earlier. I do play these from 5-iron to gap wedge. All right. But one of my other good buddies, Daniel Peoples, was selling these Mizunos, which are the S18s. He was selling them at a really good price, the 60 and the 56 for $150 for both of them. And being Mizuno, I thought they were steal. I had to get them, and they're freaking awesome. I love them. I put them up there with the Vokies that I had prior to these. I love them. And again, I put the same grips on there. And one thing Ben recently did to my clubs is that these two, I did not order through them, so they were standard size, standard length, because my clubs are, if I'm not mistaken, a half inch shorter because I'm only 5'4" and 5'4" on a good day. What Ben did is that, he had them sized, obviously, for me with the Project X shafts, 5.0, 110 grams, all right? So what he did was he had them cut. He just cut them to where they fit the rest of my clubs. And so it's taking me a little bit of time, to get used to it. But I think I'll get there. It seems like on the range feels a lot better than having played with them this past week. All right. Now, those are my irons, and I play a 56 and a 60 lob wedge. right? Now for my hybrids, I have a 4 hybrid Big Bertha Callaway. All right. Now I also have a 4-iron, but I'm just that Jeremiah Sierra sold me that I just am not quite used to just yet. All right. It's got a recoil, right, recoil shaft, stiff shaft. I love it. It's a 22 degree. This one is probably about my 185, 184 club. All right. And then I have my 3-wood because for my woods, for the most part, I try to keep all Callaway. All my irons, wedges are Mizuno. And then again, I told you I'm a bit of a golf brand snob. For my woods, they're all Callaway. I am playing the Callaway Epic Flash, a 3-wood. I did have the 3 Sub-Zero, but luckily enough, I was able to switch the head with Jeremiah's boss. He hooked me up for no charge. And this plays really freaking sweet. It's about my 220, 215 club. And I really love the shaft. It's an awesome shaft. It's a Tenzi shaft, 75 gram stiff flex. And again, that tour wrap. Golf Pride, I really love, I think it's OMC, IOMC. I love the brand of grips. But I remember Ben used to constantly carry those all the time. So shoot, I would get those. And they are a little bit of a pricier grip, but I love the way those grips felt. And then all of a sudden, one day he says, hey, I'm not carrying those grips anymore because just cost-wise wasn't working out for him. I didn't know what else to do. And my boy, Odie had these grips on here. And so I went to him. I just committed to it. And you know what? I freaking love them. Well, right here, this is my go-to club. This is my go-to club. If anybody that plays with me, love the 3-wood Epic. Great club. Sergio, hey, awesome. Oh, and my man Sergio, I met up with him today. He was at the range to give him his free tickets. He was lucky. He called me right before my softball game with my girls today, our first softball game, which we won. Go Bulldogs. And he caught me in a good mood. So I gave him a Golf Club of Texas hat, and he got 2 free rounds of Golf Club of Texas. He was one of those lucky ones. All right. They're fakes. They're not fakes. Shut up. They're not fakes. They better not be fakes. All right. Okay. Oh, Jason Miranda was thinking about getting them. You better get them. Now, right here, if anybody's ever played with me, they know this club. They know this X-Hot Callaway 3 hybrid. This is my baby. It's an old hybrid, one of the first hybrids that Callaway came out with. It's my baby. This is my 200-yard club, 190, 195 club. This is my baby. This is when I'm having trouble getting off the tee box. This is my fairway finder. This is my go-to club. This is the club that if I was playing the devil himself and I need to hit one shot to get out of trouble, this is it. Now, I'd say about 2 months ago or maybe a month and a half ago, Ben put a new shaft in there. All right. It's a little bit stiffer than, sad thing is I'm as old. That hybrid is all reliable for you. John, it is. John, you play with me too. John, it is all reliable. It sure is. It's a Mitsubishi Rayon. It's a stiff flex. And hey, it's freaking awesome. I told him I had the original shaft in there, and for some reason, I guess my swing's gotten stronger. I don't know what it is. My swing changed a little bit over these past several years that I've been playing more. And I went to Ben's shop and I asked him, I said, hey, Ben, I'm having trouble. It seems like my swing is somewhat off, I guess, with the club head. And I said, he said, do you want a club? Do you want a shaft that's just maybe not as bendable or not as flexy? And I said, definitely. And he's like, oh, I got one. And he has them in his bathroom there at the shop. There's a little special shaft area in there. And he goes and he pulls one out for me. And he has Alex put this on there. And you know what? For some reason, Ben just knows. He is the golf club whisperer, all right? And it's worked out really good for me. Now, on a good majority of my clubs right here, you'll see, or really all of my clubs, you'll see I have a little sensor right here at the top. And I'll get to that later. Now, the driver I prefer, or that I'm using as of right now, is the Maverick. I have the Maverick 9.0, all right? And I do have it set at a 9. It's set at standard with some draw on it, because for those of y'all that have played with me, that have played golf with me, I have a tendency to slice it at times, but for the most part now I kind of pull everything. Carlos, no, they're not Arcos, but close. They're close. I'll get there. Now, I did buy this head and I bought it for only $210, which was a great freaking deal. And it was brand new or barely, recently new. It was hit only a couple times by this guy. I got an offer up. Again, offer up. It's a really good way to go when you're trying to do budget golf. I had this hazardous shaft, all right, and it is stiff flex, low spin. It is 62 grams. Now, Jeremiah gave it to me because he lost my Yeti cup. He lost my Alamo City Trail Yeti cup, where you get $2 beers when you go to San Pedro. And he said his wife put it in the box for Goodwill. I don't know if to believe that or not. Well, he's selling, man. Jeremiah he doesn't sell me clubs because he practically gives them away because you know what? He's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of clubs. I don't even think he knows what clubs he has where. Well, and again, I have Golf Pride. Like I stated, I have that Tour Wrap grip on here. But for some reason, I played baseball when I was growing up. I played baseball for a good amount of years, all the way Little League, all the way to high school. And for some reason, for those of you that know that play ball, you do like, and it's going to sound gross, you do like a thicker handle, right? You do like a thicker handle. And so I do have the mid size on here, and I do have it wrapped a couple of times on the inside to make it just a little bit thicker, to where I kind of have that same feel and that same sensation as I'm holding a baseball bat. And what's kind of messed up is that a lot of times people look at my swing and they're like, hey man, did you used to play baseball? And I said, yeah. Like, oh, you were probably a good hitter, right? And I tell them, I said, well, I was never really a good hitter. I got hit by the ball a lot. I would just do whatever it takes to get on base. That's pretty much what I did. And those guys that play ball with me know. Yeah, CJ, Jeremiah does like it thicker. He does. I guess maybe that's why he hangs out with Odie and I so much, because we are nice little short, thick packages. And I guess that's why I have that a little bit thicker. It kind of feels that same sensation as holding the baseball bat. But it's a solid shaft, solid club. I love it. I don't see myself moving to the Epic Speed anytime soon unless it drops in my lap for a freaking steal. All right. Okay. Now, as we get to some of the things that I do have in my bag. All right. Well, one of the things, especially with this weather, has been so freaking crazy right here. I always carry this. I got this Mr. Heater right here. My wife gave this to me 2 years ago. And I remember I was freaking giving her the business. I said, why the hell are you getting me some damn heater? I don't need a heater, because I did see it at Dick's, and this thing was going for like a Dick's Sporting Goods, that is, was going for, I think, like $129. And I still think it goes for that price. And I said, you're crazy, girl. Why are you buying me a heater that I'll barely use? Well, sure enough, I started to use it this past year during these cold rounds that are in the 40s and 50s. And even the 60s, and it is freaking awesome. All right. Now it gets really hot right here, and obviously where those coils are, but it's awesome. It's got a real simple on, off right there. It's very simple, very easy to use. It's freaking badass. And what it does here also as well is what it has is all you do is you screw in one of these little propane tanks, these little 16-ounce propane tanks. And it's already lasted, I think, like 4 or 5 rounds. And I haven't had to change it just yet, but you can tell it's kind of running out. But this thing is awesome. And what it comes with this little contraption where you put it in here, and obviously it's going to lock all the way down. I just don't want to lock it. But it goes into your cup holder in your cart. Now, when you use it with the cup holder, there's a couple things with it. My wife did get it on Amazon, so she got it. She said she got it for a better deal. She said she didn't pay the $129. I'm such a pansy for. Hey, it's badass. Anybody who's rode with me in the golf cart, they freaking love Mr. Heater. All right, and maybe that's one of my new nicknames, Mr. Heater. Okay, they love this. All right, because it's badass. Well, it goes in the cup holder, but it doesn't hold very secure. So what you do need, and what I saw from watching some YouTube tutorials, you have to get some bungee cords and connect it and whatever to the cart. But that makes it so much easier, and so you're not worrying about it flipping over or whatever. You loosen it, busting it open, and also it like burning you. Okay. Now my golf towel, this is pretty badass. I know, for our boy Tiger. All right. This is when he had one of his first incidents. This is when he had his first accident. Hey, thank God Tiger's doing well. Love you, Tiger. And Ben Kern Golf puts this out. He put this out here, and he does a couple of special orders every now and then. It's a badass towel. Luckily enough, my boy, I won one in one of his awesome freaking giveaways, and my boy Jake has one. It's pretty badass. It's double-sided and gotten so many compliments on it. I kind of hate to use it sometimes because, you know, it's a badass towel, but it's great quality. And right there, the goat. Yep, the goat. And we got, okay, it's over here. Got the goat right here, and it's Ben Kern. Ben Kern is the one right here. I don't know if you could see it in the little pattern. Yeah, kind of in the light right there. This is a Ben Kern signature towel, which is freaking awesome. Okay, one of the other things I have in regards to those sensors that I have on the back of my clubs, it goes to my shot scope right here. My shot scope, I'm rocking a V2, and there is the V3 version out right here, and then they do have the GPS version. But what this does is it tracks all my stats. It tracks all my stats, and I just always looking to see how I can improve on the game of golf. And it's always awesome because it's not like 18 birdies where it tells you, hey, what club you pulled, your yardage, where you hit to, and then it also keeps track of your putts and your greens and regulations. It keeps track of a lot of all your stats. And so if you're trying to improve, you're trying to backtrack and kind of, oh, what did I play on this hole? Or, you know what, I hit this shot at this hole and it was this yardage. And, you know, it always helps you kind of retrace your steps and how you can improve or how you can see where you went wrong or what you did well. And it tracks your stats, which is freaking awesome. Well, they came out with the V3, and this is kind of a bulky because this is my iWatch. And, you know, it is a little bit bigger, but it doesn't really bother me because I'm used to playing with the watch. So if you're used to playing with the watch, it doesn't really matter or bother people too much. But I do like it. Like I stated, it tracks your rounds. And I always want to look and see like, hey, how far my drive was or how far this par 3 was. And it's just really for your distances. And it's an awesome GPS too. All you have to do is you have to just make sure that you upload that course on your phone for the app or your iPad. And again, it'll always upload and continually gather all your stats, which is pretty cool. And the guys on Golficity have a leaderboard. So it's really pretty cool because that's where I heard about this first, from Golficity. And they do have the V3 out. They are a little bit back ordered if I'm not mistaken, but it's a little bit more like an iWatch. It's a little bit lighter, smaller in frame wise, but the screen is bigger and it's color. So those are some things, but I heard a little bit of mixed reviews, or some people don't like it as much. And I told myself, I said, this thing is freaking awesome. I'm going to run it into the freaking ground to where it doesn't work anymore before I get a V3. All right. Okay. Now the rangefinder I use Bushnell. I love Bushnell products. I have a Bushnell Tour V3 Slope Edition. Now, you can't take off the slope for when you are in any tournaments like that, or like, I guess, that follow like USGA rules, or that you're playing maybe a sectional tournament. You can take it off. Well, what I do like about it, it's pretty simple. You zap it, you hit it. It gives you the yardage to the pin or to whatever you're zapping, and it gives you the slope as well, which really helps out. David, your team Mizuno too, bro? Oh, hey, David, my boy, my fellow four bro. David, welcome to the club. All right. Now right here, let me see right here. Okay. Now, guys, for those of you that are interested in winning one of the 2 rounds I have today to the Golf Club of Texas, and I wanted to thank Zeke, the director of golf operations out there. Zeke, thank you for these free rounds. He's the one that's hooked me up to give them and to promote for the course right here. And I got 2 rounds that I'm going to be giving away at the end of the show. So make sure you must comment in order to be eligible. Now, especially you knockoffs, you can't be always commenting because y'all are members there and y'all get awesome rates. All right. Well, what I do like about this is that it's got this little protective rubber cover. They do sell them on Amazon if they don't come with them already. And they sell them for I think like $5 or $6. But this Bushnell is super reliable. The only thing I've seen is that you have to take your battery out, because it seems for some reason it seems like even when the battery's in there, it kind of seems like it drains it out. I noticed that once I started taking out the battery, is that it started working a lot better and the battery lasting a lot longer. All right. No, Carlos, I didn't buy this from Jeremiah, but I did buy this from some guy in Vegas, but I got it for a steal. All right. I got it for a steal. Okay. Now, right here, I do love to smoke a lot of stogies, and I smoke stogies, and especially, hey, Cigar Point, make sure you check them out off of Blanco. They will take care of you. They have awesome deals. They even do curbside service. They always have the greatest selection. Again, I'm a brand whore, and so I love my Perdomos. I love my Perdomos, and they have the factory. They have the 20th anniversary. They have the small batch. Oh, man, they have plenty, and I love it. Let's see right here. There we go. I got Reyes Blanco III. The Shot Scope is the best watch, hands down. It is pretty badass. I will agree with you. I don't know. Tell me, Reyes, do you have the V2 or the V3? That's what I want to know. All right. Now, I do have this. My boy Feet gave it to me. It's from Stogies and Bogies. My boy Feet out of Houston. We got a big match coming up with those H-Town guys versus our four bros. Oh, super pumped up. We're going to be playing at the Hyatt. It's going to be here. We're going to be doing one here and one over there in H-Town. Super psyched for that match. Okay. We got Stogies and Bogies. My boy Feet gave it to me. It's got a little little pointer in here to where you place the stogie inside, and it's really cool. It's really badass. But Stogies and Bogies, you got both. Damn, Reyes, you must have some money, dude. Or you must like to really golf a lot. All right, so Stogies and Bogies, this is pretty awesome. I like it because you can put it in the green, you can put it down on the ground, and it also goes in where the tee holders are in the golf carts. It's pretty badass. Now, a lot of the ball markers I use, these are the ball markers I use currently right now. I got it for my four bros, my golf group that I love, my boys. And then I have my Nothing is OB logo right here. These are the chips that I use constantly. And people always talk trash about guys using poker chips. And I see it and then I don't see it. But one time we were playing, and when I say a money game or a cash game, you're playing for skins, you're playing for maybe Nassau, or you got like a 10 here, 10 a man, whatever, right? Wolf. Somebody did one time bank a putt off of a poker chip. And that's when that kind of changed. I said, oh, crap, not cool, right? So I do have this one on, and I have another one on to where I keep, and to where if I guess if there's a little traffic in there, that I'll make sure to put the smaller coin marker down, because I don't want people to talk shit, because you're playing with the poker. Okay, Reyes right here. I prefer the V2 just for size. The V3 for me is very light, so I catch myself checking my wrist to see if I have it on. And you know what? And that can be annoying. I totally understand that. That could be annoying because you want to know that it's on, and you don't want to be subconscious when you're trying to focus on your game, especially with me when I'm sucking out there a good amount of times. You want to focus on your game. Albert Lopez. I'll be playing Battleground Golf Course in Houston this week, and oh, dude, I'm going to tell my boys about that, because I played 2 courses while I was out there, but they were in Richmond. They were Black Hawk, and they were the Carlton Woods, the Nicholas course. What for some reason, what guys in Houston like to say a lot, it was the tits, bro. It was the tits. That's what they like to say when things are freaking sweet. Oh, the course was the tits. And so both those courses were the tits. Well, let me know, Albert, how that goes. Let me know how your round goes out there, right, bro? Now, golf tees. These are the golf tees I love to use. They're Callaway. You can get them at Target. And they're shaped kind of weird right here. They're shaped a little bit. Hopefully you can see that. You can see how they're shaped. Okay, right there. They're awesome. I love these because they last forever. And this was one of the first tees where I felt comfortable hitting off of and using, because when I first started and started to really play a lot regularly and buy my own clubs and start to really kind of up my game and up my clubs and get a little bit better technology, these were the tees they had, and they sell them at Target. Well, my wife had got some for me for a Valentine's Day or some sort of day, Father's Day, whatever. I fell in love with them. My boy Jake and I, we love to use these tees, and I like plain white, but he uses all these crazy hot pink neon colors, whatever. He likes those colors because maybe he's colorblind. I don't know. Maybe that's why he really uses them. But they changed their style to this, to where I felt like they were just slightly shorter. So I kind of stopped using them. But then ultimately I went back to them because now they're the perfect height for however my ball stance is now. And I love it. These are awesome. These are awesome. And I can always count on my wife getting me at least a new pack. And for some reason, they last me a whole freaking year, which is awesome. All right. Now, one of the other things I have, and I always have her with me on the golf course, this is actually my second one. I'll get to that story. I have a Bushnell Wingman, and it's a speaker and a GPS as well. And it's got a awesome magnet right here. It's got a magnet right here. I don't know if it'll stick on this because it's not, it's not really, it's a different type of metal, whatever, to where it doesn't stick. But this sticks to all the golf carts, which makes it, and it's a freaking strong magnet too. You have to really turn and really hit some hard turns or hard bumps for it to fall off. It's really strong on there. But what it is, as well as, it's got the GPS. It has an app that connects to your phone. And as you come up to a course, as you come up to that tee box, that hole, it starts to read you the yardages for that hole from this tee box, from that tee box, and it tells you water to the left, such and such yardage or whatever. It's freaking awesome. I love it. And the speaker sounds amazing. My wife has a JBL Bluetooth one, and this one blows it out of the water. It's freaking awesome. And also what I like about this one is that it has this little remote. It has this little remote that you can just really keep with you in your pocket. All right. You can keep in your pocket, and all you do is you just press this little button, and it will tell you the yardage or how far you are to the center of the green, and it gives you your pin placements. That'll tell you to the front of the green, to the center, and to the back, which is freaking awesome because sometimes we go to those nice courses that do have the GPS on the carts, and you might have it on app on your phone or maybe even in your watch. For those of you that don't, this works out pretty good because it'll just give you a quick yardage to where you can get or roundabout of what club you needed and what part of the course. And you get to keep it in your pocket. But I lost this a while back and I found it. Well, this is my second one because the first one I actually won in one of Ben Kern's raffles. But I had it on the driver's side, but I was riding passenger. And we were at our draft party at Golf Club of Texas, in which it's another story altogether. I wasn't too inebriated, all right? I wasn't. But it was just on the other side, and I was in such a rush because we were going to our draft party. I was in such a rush to get a good spot to set up for our draft. I just took my bag off, and my boy Jason rode off with it, and him not knowing, because it does kind of get camouflaged in with the side of the cart, left it there, and somebody took it and didn't turn it in. And so that guy's got bad freaking juju. And whenever I'm there at the golf course, I'm over there with my phone, always looking to see if by chance my Bluetooth, I'll pick it up again and it'll be reunited. But it's so badass, I had to get another one. It's freaking awesome. All right. And it lasts for like 5-6 hours of juice of the battery life. Badass. All right. Okay. Moving on right here. Some of the hats I wear tons of hats right here. As you can see, I have a Mizuno hat right here. I love Mizuno clubs. And plus, this is one of my favorite hats. Just pretty black, standard, gray. It's real tough. It's a badass hat. I love Mizuno, right? Well, some of the other hats I wear, and this one I wear like every other round. It's for my four bros. We just some golf hoes. All right. Okay. It's the group I belong to. Love these guys. They're my family. Always wear this hat. And this hat that I'm starting to wear, I got a chance to meet the guy who runs this, Buddha Cuts, all right? Buddha Cuts. He's out of the Woodlands out in Houston, all right? He's a pretty cool-ass dude. We got to talking one time during the quarantine and stuff. He makes some awesome shirts, awesome quality. I'm going to have him on the show pretty soon. I'm not too sure if I'm an ambassador or not, but I do like his stuff just because it's different. It's not like Titleist. It's not like Mizuno. Not like Callaway. It's different. All right. Now, right here, and I'm going to be giving away some of these golf balls as well, is the Cut White. All right. This is from Cut Golf. Finally, a golf ball for the people. I started using this because you know what? They're the same price as getting the logo ball that says like Wilson Staff, Nitro. And so I said, you know what? People haven't heard of Cut too much. So I'm going to go ahead and start to use this company. And they make a great quality golf ball. Look, it's got my logo right there. But nothing is OP. Texas, South Texas right there. Got a little bit of the Alamo in the background. They're freaking awesome. It's a great golf ball. I'm going to be giving away some of these as well with those free rounds of golf. Okay, now moving on to something that is very, very, very special. My buddy Jeremiah, you hear me reference him all the time because he is one of my playing partners I play with all the time. Don't worry, Jake, you're still my playing partner. I love you more than anybody. But he wanted me to do some reviews of some golf shoes right here. So we're going to bring this here into the fold right here. Okay. Some golf shoes right here. Okay. I have several different types of shoes right here. And as you can tell right here, you can see in my right-hand corner, I got some Jordans that I love to play in. And I have all these different types of shoes, but they're all Nike. Again, I'm a brand whore. I love Nike golf shoes, all right? And I love Nike shoes. That's all I really wear. I think I have one pair of New Balances, and the other two shoes that are not Nike, or three shoes. I have a pair of boots, and I have two pairs of LL Bean house shoes, slippers that I wear, that everybody knows that's what I like to wear. Okay, so right here we have several different shoes right here. We have the Golf 720s, all right, G, all right, we have the Air Max 720Gs. Now, these are freaking sweet because I do have several of these shoes as running shoes. And so I told myself I had to have them to play golf in. Now, they do have the Air Max bubble. What I do like that is a little bit different, I was really worried about this material. The material they have on the shoe right here is a little bit hard. It's you can see like it's clear coated, like maybe like a tough vinyl or a tough plastic right here. And what it is because Nike always has for their golf shoes at least a 1 to 2 years waterproof warranty, right? And so I can see totally how they have it and what makes it a little bit different from their regular everyday running shoe or their regular shoe that they put out there, that 720. All right. Now, what is different than a good majority of golf shoes out there is how Nike has kind of revolutionized the sole or the bottom of the golf shoe. They've really, really changed things up. Yep. Sergio right there. Awesome. Cut is a good ball. Buddy gave me a sleeve, played very well. Dang, Sergio, man, I should have gave you some today. But you know what? Before I give anybody any golf balls, my boy Alex, I have a box that I'm going to give him, even though he said he's got like 20 boxes of Pro V1s that he's never used because, you know, he's an assistant superintendent. But I'm like, he wants my golf balls, my balls for some reason. All right. So Nike has a different way of putting tread on the bottom of their golf spikes. And you know what? At first, I was a little bit skeptical about how they did things. Oh, James, why do you do this to me? I have a morning tea time at Riverbend and Forestville, 2 spots. James, I teach and coach, man. Well, I try to teach and coach a good majority of the day, but I have to work all week, dude. I'm on spring break. Hey, we have 2 spots available, Floresville. 1 I can save for you. We're looking to fill those spots. So, James, if you want to go to Floresville on Saturday, hey, I'm going to save 1 spot for you. All right, just because you're a cool dude. All right. So right here, how they have their tread, it's a little bit different than some of their other treads that they have. Let me see if I can grab one here real quick. What makes it a little bit different. All right. Okay. So right here, as they have it, these are some of my other pink shoes. These are some of my beaters right here. This is how they started to make some of their other shoes. They made it all together kind of like as one with this traction, and they made it this little weird grip right here. Okay. Now, as they did that, I thought that it wouldn't grip so well. But what I find out what I've come to find is that how they have this grip is that I feel like I'm really able to really kind of step in and dig, and that my toes and my feet are really able to like just grab all of the grass and all of the golf shoe, and really like I feel like I'm real stable to step in and really rip it, right? And so I really like it. But when I first put on these shoes, they hurt my feet. I'm not gonna lie, they hurt my feet, and I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to take these back. Well, I wore them for about, let's say, about 2 or 3 holes, and I just needed, sometimes you hear you just need to break it in, right? Well, I broke them in, and they felt freaking great. I mean, these are some of my favorite shoes. Are those pink ones custom? No, I actually got those at, I always call it too good to be true, but I got those at Play It Again Sports. They were on sale for $20, but I got it because they were on sale or something, whatever, clearance. I got them for $16. Yeah. Those were kind of some of the first shoes that kind of sparked my, hey, let's buy all these golf shoes, right? Well, I love these 720s. They're freaking awesome. One of the best golf shoes out there. I'm curious to see how long this air bubble lasts, but I love these. These are awesome shoes. Okay. And the other ones I have right here, I got the Jordan 5 Gs right here. Jordan 5 Gs, golf shoes. Jordan 5 Golf. Now, these are freaking sweet. I had these as a little kid, as my boy Tony Landa knows. I had these when I was in the 5th grade. But the ones that I had, they were the aqua ones. They were white with aqua and purple. They had the 23 on the side. Now, I have trouble wearing a lot of high tops because I am a short guy. I feel like if I wear a high top, it goes all the way to my damn calves. All right. So I'm like, I have no business. I look like I'm wearing some freaking Doc Marten boots as I'm wearing these high tops, right? Well, these are lows, all right? Well, you know what? They say they're lows, but I think they're really more like a 3/4 or like a mid, right? And they're pretty badass. Well, they stay pretty true to how the original shoe was, right? And what I do like is that right here, where they do give you the option to have the traditional shoelace holder, right? With the little tongue, with the little, button on it. But they have this little thing right here, and you kind of like, why do they have this? Well, shoot, sure enough, it comes off, and it's magnet. It is a ball marker. It is a ball marker. And I was like, oh, damn, that is so badass. And I said, shoot, I could so see myself losing this, right? Well, they have some of the traditional spikes that Nike has been known for right here. They have they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spikes right there. And they use those soft spikes. Well, these shoes are really, really badass. And I'm curious. Again, I've been waiting for better weather to take them out there. Nothing like a fresh pair of Nikes right there. A-Rod, eat your heart out. Okay. They're real badass. Some of the most sought out Jordan golf shoes. It just came out with the black and slightly red Concord 11 Jordan golf shoes. I'm not quite there yet. All grays. Yeah. Carlos, pretty badass. These are awesome. One thing about Nike golf shoes and that people, I hate Nike. Nike doesn't make a good golf shoe. It's all about the style. And yes, it is all about the style. And that's one thing I really do love about Nike golf shoes. But one thing I do love the most, and it really helps me out as Nike golf shoes, is that the way their shoe kind of goes is that they kind of go a little bit skinny and then they kind of come out wide. And that's the way my foot is shaped. My foot is shaped a little bit weird, right? And so the way their shoes, their golf shoes are made, it fits my feet and it fits my feet perfectly. And that's why I've really chosen to wear the Nikes and to continue to buy them because, hey, their style is unlike any other. There's no other shoe. Like, I don't understand how people can wear foot joists. They just look so crazy. Like, they look crazy to me. I can understand the traditional foot joists are the ones that are really classic and classy, that are kind of like two-toned, the ones that JT wears. Now, those are freaking sweet. But again, I think they look a little bit different when you wear them with socks or wear them with shorts. Or when you wear them with shorts, when you wear them with pants, you want to go for that classy look. Okay, top notch, right? Well, Then I just recently got these. These are the Zoom Infinity Tours. All right. Uh, I was looking for through so many comments, through so many YouTube stuff, and people saying so many things about the shoe. This is known as the Brooks Koepka Nike shoe, right? So many people were chopping up the way this shoe fit, and they were especially chopping up the type of spikes that they have at the bottom of the shoe. All right. Now, as you can see right here, there's only it's got a huge spike right here, and then two other spikes right there. And again, they're like a little soft shell, right? Well, they are super light, and you have to size up. I had to go one full size up. So I'm the Reyes. I am an Under Armour shoe guy, but I did buy my first pair of Nike shoes, and they are comfortable. All right. I bought a pair of Under Armour shoes, Reyes, at Ross, but I sold them. I wasn't a fan of them. Zoom, like walking on clouds. There you go. That's right, Jeremiah. Hey, and you need those. Hey, Jeremiah is a disabled vet, and they say that he constantly tells me that they really help him walk. He feels really good, and he said for a disabled war vet, hey, they're top notch. Okay. Well, what I like is that they have the fly knit right here, which is a little bit different type of material, and it is stretchy. And like I stated, you do have to buy one size up because it really hugs like all of your foot. Many people have said that it's kind of like wearing like a fly knit or like the Mercury type golf shoe that really kind of like hugs your foot, or the Vapor Pro, like that hugs your foot, right? Nike Vapors that really hug your feet for golf, for soccer. They've kind of taken some of that technology and they put it over to golf because of the way it feels, the way it hugs, the way it grabs your feet. And these are smooth, but you do have to go at least, if not a half size up, at least one size up. But constantly people are saying that, saying that it slips because of the lack of spikes that it does have, or the lack of traction. Well, one of my buddies that I did have, I think he was from episode number 24, Carlos Brown. He is a professional. He's a golf teaching professional up in Irving, Texas. And he is a member of the Swoosh staff, Team Swoosh. And one thing he did say is he has a partial part of his leg missing, and from his shin down, if I'm not mistaken, right under his kneecap. And so he does have a prosthetic that he does have to wear, and that it has to match his shoes. And, he's got it specifically designed, to fit his shoe, right? Well, he wears these, and he said, if he's not slipping and he's got an orthopedic leg, nobody else should be slipping. Because if somebody should be slipping and having balance issues, he said it should have been him. And when he told me that, I was like, damn, dude, that's a great freaking point. That's a great freaking point. I said, that's true. If somebody should be slipping, it potentially should be you. But he said he's got really good grip. And, these are freaking awesome. They're awesome. They do feel like they're walking on clouds. Let's see what CJ's saying right now. Andy, have you seen the new Jordan 4Gs that are coming out? Yes, but those aren't some of my favorites. Again, they kind of come out just a little bit too high. I do like those. Well, now, this is the last golf shoe that I will be talking about and reviewing tonight. This is my golf shoe that is going to be for my 2021. This is the Air Max 90. And the Air Max 90, the regular running shoe, is one of the most iconic and sought after Nikes that they ever made as just a regular running shoe. It goes up there with Jordans. It goes up there with the Air Force Ones. It is up there with the Kobe's. All right. This is an iconic shoe, this series of shoe right here. So growing up, obviously, I did have several pairs of these. And I don't have any right now, but when I saw they were coming out with them, I said, nah, I don't know. I didn't like the initial colors, but then it's Golf Galaxy. Golf Galaxy came out with this exclusive color for them. I said I had to have them. And when they came in, I put them on. Again, they kind of fit just a little bit wider in the right parts where I needed it. The grip feels amazing. I do like how they have this synthetic mesh right here. And again, they do have a hard exterior on the outside, a little bit tougher material because it does have to take the constant beating or of walking or being outside through any type of conditions that you are on a golf course. It does have the Air Max bubble right here. All right, the Nike Air, boom, right there. And it feels amazing. It does. They feel amazing. I put them on. And again, a lot of people were saying that it's got the same type of grip as like the tennis shoe, which a lot of these do. I do see a lot of people constantly playing in the new types of running shoes. They play in Brooks, they play in Mizuno's, they play in like some Nike Pegasus, just regular tennis shoes, because a lot of those tennis shoes do, or athletic shoes do have a lot of grip now for our courses. Well, I love the grip. I love the grip. Again, it's that type of grip that allows me to really kind of dig in and get into the grass and get that really feel that I'm gripping in or I'm digging in super hard into the grass and into the dirt, which in reality I'm not, but it gives you that feeling and it gives you that stability and comfort. And plus, dude, tell me what FootJoys are going to beat this. What style? And FootJoys are freaking expensive, man. The FootJoys, Under Armour, man, you know what? Sorry, Reyes. I think Under Armours are fail, bro. I have not seen a pair of Under Armour shoes that I really like. Poor Pobrecito Jordan Speed, because he was such a badass golfer. I mean, he's on his road back, but just like Steph Curry, they put out some ugly damn Under Armour shoes for Steph Curry. Help these guys out. These are some guys that are the top and they're top professionals in their sport. Give them some badass stuff, man. Give them some badass shit. You know, their Under Armour stuff is it's ugly. All right, but these are my golf shoe for the 2021 season as of right now. I keep telling myself all right, babe, tell my wife, this is the last shoe I'm going to buy for a while. And then what happens? Nike comes out with another badass damn golf shoe. Oh, it pisses me off. But just in case you're wondering, I do have some other ones right there that I love to wear. I kind of mix them up all the time. All right, now, the last thing I'm going to tell you is the golf ball outside of the cut golf. I do play the cut golf because those have my logos. I do like to play Titleist Velocity. All right. I do like to play Titleist Velocity, and everyone talks a lot of shit about these balls, but you know what? They give me a lot of roll. They're soft around the greens for me, and they do give me that extra distance that I need. I love these. I love these Titleist. When you're ready, I do have a girl. I have a person on Facebook that is selling these, selling a lot of golf balls. She gives great prices, and the conditions like, what is it? I don't know the condition of used golf balls or refurbished golf balls, but they're like 4As or whatever, like the quality. Their quality is top notch. All right. Now, I'm going to be giving away a couple of rounds here. I'm going to be giving away Nothing is OB, South Texas Golf Podcast t-shirt right here. Everything is in play. All right. And I'm also going to be giving away a round of golf and a sleeve of the cut golf balls, but not before Alex A-Rod gets his golf balls first. All right. Let's see right here. Okay. Right here. So winner of the round of golf, one round of golf, we have right here. We have Reyes Blanco. Reyes Blanco. Hey, you won a round of golf right here. And also I have, let's see right here. All right. I have Albert Lopez and Reyes Blanco. Albert Lopez and Reyes Blanco, congratulations, guys. Make sure I will message you here after the show. And thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I had to do a special Tuesday session because our boy, one of our fellow four bros, Mike Ray, the head of instruction, the director of instruction at Top Golf here in San Antonio, is having a special event out at Top Golf this week. All right here. Okay. It is a Top Golf San Antonio virtual golf tournament. We're going to be playing the back nine out at Pebble Beach. All right. That is this Thursday, March 4th at Top Golf at 6 p.m. If you have not signed up, please hit up Mike. He's Mike Ray. He's on Facebook. It's at San Antonio Golf Pro, sagolfpro.com. He's an awesome guy. And we did get to try it out. It was pretty badass. I'm looking forward to this Thursday. So that's why I wanted to make sure that I had this special session, the special episode number 44. So because we're going to be out, me along with my good buddies and fellow golf four bros, we're going to be out at Top Golf. Let's see. I got one more comment right here. All right. Hey, thank you, Sergio. Thank you. Good luck at the tourney. Oh, I need it, bro. I need it because for some reason, man, my short game was stuck in there too. All right. Better weather this time. Hell yeah, better weather. It was nice meeting you, bro. Hey, please, guys, do me a favor. Please click subscribe on iTunes, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Please check out my YouTube channel, Nothing is OB, South Texas Golf Podcast. Please check out some of the people and some of the companies that support me. Hey, we got Buta Cuts, golf brand. We have Cut Golf. We have the Golf Club of Texas in San Antonio. We have Cigar Point here off of Blanco, all right, to go and get you those awesome sticks that you need for your awesome golf rounds. And hey, thanks so much for supporting the show. Please tell a friend, tell your buddies, tell everybody that you know about this golf podcast. We got the Valero Open coming back to San Antonio, and it is going to be open to a limited amount of guests for the public. And I will be doing some little media things there that week. So if there's a golf pro that I really want to talk to Abraham Answer, I want to talk to Tony Finau. So if there's anybody you want to talk to, or even if I'm passing with those guys, I'm able to maybe throw a question in there with them, like I did in years past. Please let me know. Hit me up. You want to hear somebody? You think somebody would be great for the show? Let me know. All right. Remember, in the game of life, nothing is OB.